Freightliner has gone the extra mile to road test one of their newest trucks, the Cascadia, complete with the all-new Detroit DD15 engine. To get the opinion of 3 experienced owner-operators, Freightliner gave each of them a Cascadia to drive for a year. The stipulation is that they have to document everything they're experiencing and then relate those experiences to the public in seminars. Meet Dick McCorkle, Kurt Grote, and Henry Albert, expert truckers with a story to tell about their Freightliners. It's all part of the Slice of Life Trucking Series, and I had a chance to moderate one of their seminars this year at the Louisville Truck Show. All right, good afternoon and welcome. Today we're going to talk with some guys from the Slice of Life program, and we've got Kurt Grote, Henry Albert, Dick McCorkle. These are the guys that have been driving the new Cascadias around. It's really a wide open forum. I mean, if any of you have been to some of my stuff before, it's not a seminar and then question and answer. It's just wide open. I'm going to talk to these guys about their experience so far on the road with the trucks, and then any question you've got for them about what it's been like, what the engine's like, what the performance is like, what the comfort of the truck has been like, and how it's been different from the other trucks that they've owned. Anybody in the audience got a chance to drive one yet? Anybody driven one of the new Cascadias? Did you sit in one yet? Close the door? Just go close the door and see what you think. That's the first indication that this truck is different. You know, it's kind of what a great thing to be able to step into this truck, but there's been some responsibility with that. You know, you're making appearances and meeting people. That's pretty big change for most drivers.
Well, the way I feel about it, as long as I can show somebody something and being able to maybe teach somebody how to get a better bottom line than they're used to getting, tell somebody something that they didn't know, hey, to me that's a big reward, because I love helping guys. I mentor where I'm at now, who I drive for now. I mentor a lot of guys, and that's rewarding to know that I helped that guy with his bottom dollar and make him more successful than he was when I met him.
Excellent. Henry?
For me, the real neat thing has been doing the blog. I had never done anything like that, and it makes me find something positive that's happened any given day. The other thing that's real neat is getting to meet the different drivers at the truck stops and talk to them, much like Kurt said, and mentoring the people and getting to talk shop. And the real amazing part's been getting to know some of the engineers and everything that design the truck and all the planning that goes into making a truck what it is and trying to make it what we actually need. And that's nothing short of amazing to see what steps they go through to make the product that they do.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes as drivers, we only get to see that end result. And it's easy for us to sit there sometimes and say, why did they put that there? Why didn't they move an inch over here and it would have been better? But when you get to work with them, you see that to move that 1 inch changes 27 other things. And they have to take that all into consideration. You really get a feel for what they have to do. But they've worked hard at making this one very comfortable, very driver-friendly.
Yeah, I increased my fuel mileage by 13%, and it's still going up from there, because I just did do an overhead when I did my first oil change. So I was ready for an overhead, and coming out of winter fuel, I'm looking to get a lot better on that fuel mileage.
With your other trucks, how often were you guys doing PMs?
I was doing my PM on that Cat about every 15 to 20,000 miles.
About 15 or 20,000. So we're really doubling those intervals, which cuts your cost in half.
Yes, exactly.
Right now, mine, since the date I got it, I'm averaging 6.82. It's been improving because we switched when we first got it. It had the LHP program on the transmission, which me and Kevin had discussed over the phone, and the shift points were too high. Now that we got it with the LEP program, it's picked up about another 3 to 4 tenths, and from the date I got it, I'm at 6.82 running up through West Virginia to Detroit.
7172. I've been up close to 8, but that's with light load and very straight land.
Yeah, I bet one of the other things you forgot is you can't put something on the other seat and just reach over and grab it.
Oh yeah, anybody that drives a Kenworth or a Peterbilt knows that to work that other mirror over there, you had to reach across there and use that door to work that mirror. You can't do it in the Cascadia. It's too far away. You got to get up out of your seat to go over there.
Yeah, exactly. And Dick, what were you in before this?
2000 International Eagle.
Eagle.
Mid-roof, yes.
Okay. Quite a change?
Yes, sir. A major change.
Yeah. Room in the bunk area, all three of you.
Yeah,
let
for
us...
me especially, I came out of a mid-roof prior, so going into a condo to start with, I feel like I'm in heaven as far as all that goes. But even I've been in the other condos in the past, and it's not a real lot bigger back in the sleeper area than the previous Freightliner that way. But up in the cab area, getting in and out of the seats, there's so much more room between the seats and the dash and everything to get out to go to the back. That's really different.
Well, and being in a KW, being a big old boy like me, you had to go sideways to get to the back, okay? You had to kind of tippy-toe between the seats. This Cascadia, you can't do that. Me and my wife, we could dance between the seats now and get back to the back.
Well, I like under the bunk. All the room, everything I own is under the bunk.
Is it?
Right. My paperwork, logbook, Atlas is out, but everything else is under the bunk.
Okay, great. Lots of storage.
More storage than you need.
Is that right?
You add to it all the time.
Okay.
One other thing, when they were talking about that, all three of ours came wired from the factory that they can power a microwave and everything, so it's no shade tree job done on it. And it works out really well on all that as far as in the interior. And they're actually getting a microwave to fit one of the cabinets, so it won't be anything that you're just adding in, so that's going to be great.
So it had AC power?
Yeah.
In the bunk?
Yeah, we already have a big inverter in them to start with.
Okay. As far as a team, if you were running with a team, how do you feel the room is?
Oh, I mean, me and my wife did team in a Peterbilt and a KW, and this truck is so team friendly. The person that would be sleeping back there would get their rest hands down because it's so comfortable and so roomy. And the ride is so good, I don't know how a person could not sleep back there.
I never ran team in the past, but because of some things that happened with our other truck and with freight, and we had a load for this one that needed to get done, I ran team for the first time in this truck, and I didn't think I'd be able to sleep behind another driver, which I know this driver and I was able to sleep behind, but I was surprised how comfortable it was when we were going down the road. Another feature, when they have the parked HVAC system, they insulate the curtains that go from the front to the back, and he was able to have the radio and the CB on in the front, and I could barely hear it back there riding along.
What did you think of the auto shift? Is this your first one?
Yeah, it is actually, and I like it. It's like I said, I think it's almost made me to where I don't want to go back to shifting. And I've gotten real lazy at this, so yeah. And what impressed me with that is most guys wonder about the Jake braking, going down the hill. Well, the Jake brake that they put in this thing, man, it's powerful. I mean, it'll flat hold you back. That's all.
And this is there's always 100 variables in this, but I know you guys watch your numbers. That's a big part of the program. It's about being out there in the truck, what life's like, but it's about numbers too. I mean, this is a numbers game for owner-operators. If you look at your numbers, what do you think you're saving operational-wise over your last truck? Maintenance costs, fuel costs, things like that.
I'm probably looking at around, I would say anywhere from $300 to $500 a week savings, and that's just, of course, utilizing fueling strategies. I'm a big advocate for that. You got to know where you're buying your fuel. You got to plan it out. That and the savings in not having to do oil changes every 15 to 20,000 miles is saving me a huge chunk of money right there.
To learn more real stories from the road, go to the website sliceoftruckerlife.com. Our thanks to Freightliner and congratulations on this one-of-a-kind road test of their new Cascadia. Remember, be safe, be profitable, and master the journey. I'm Kevin Rutherford.